Well, hi everyone, it's Julian Gayler from PerFit Health and Wellness here with the winner of the body balance contest, Morna. Sue, how you going?
Oh, I'm good, thank you.
Good, fantastic. Basically today we're having a quick chat with Sue about her experiences and her fantastic journey she's had here and her weight loss success. And hopefully you can draw a bit of inspiration from this. So Sue, can you give us a bit of a background about yourself?
Okay, I'm a mum of four,
Yep.
4 teenage kids. Before I started this challenge, I was working part-time, permanent part-time, but not doing any exercise. My eating habits were atrocious.
Yeah.
Atrocious, really atrocious. You know, I just thought that getting through life the way I was fine, you know, just plodding along, and then I had to take a really good hard look at myself, and reality hit home.
Fair enough. So how did you hear about the challenge?
Okay, well I first actually heard from Ballarat's Biggest Loser Challenge.
Okay.
And that's how I heard. I signed up, saw a pamphlet for it,
Yep.
didn't actually do the Ballarat's Biggest Loser, and then I got an email saying that there was a new competition starting,
Yep.
and thought, right, this is my opportunity.
Took the dive.
And I took the dive in.
Awesome,
Yep.
fantastic. So basically, why did you enter? What was the main motivator for you to enter the contest?
Health and my children.
Yep.
Were the two main things.
Was that to set an example for them, or?
Yeah, because I do have one that's starting to get a little bit bigger.
Yep.
So I thought, wow, yeah,
Yep.
I don't want her to end up in the same or body shape as myself.
Sure.
And just unhealthy eating. I wanted to set an example that good nutrition is better for you.
Awesome.
Yep.
Awesome. Now, if you can remember back to the very first Tuesday when you came in, we had the group introduction session where we just went over a few things, how the contest would be running,
Yep.
and the education that we gave you there. Can you just give you a few first impressions of when you came into the studio and what we went over? And
Yeah, it was a very relaxed atmosphere, very relaxed. What I liked about it was pretty self-explanatory.
Yep.
Thought it's something, this will be easy to stick to.
Yep.
Plus I am going to learn a lot about nutrition and
Sure.
stuff along the way, which I think is most important about the whole transformation.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, tell me about your results. What results did you end up getting in this 8-week period?
Okay, in the 8 weeks, I lost a total of 11.6 kilos of fat.
No, that's it.
Yep, and a total body, 55.5 centimetres total body that I've lost in centimetres.
Yep. Cool.
Yep.
All right, and so we're basically putting up on the screen now before and after shots of you, Sue. Can you run us through these?
Oh my God. My before ones. Was I that fat? I just can't get over how chunky, to say the least, that I was. And the new results.
Yep. So
unbelievable.
What were your first impressions when you saw the before and after comparisons?
I couldn't believe it. I wanted to cry. I did. I'm like, oh my God. I can't believe. I just really couldn't believe it.
Yep.
Still can't. Cool. Still can't believe I got those results in 8 weeks.
That's awesome. That's fantastic. Well, I'm sure people are probably looking at that, very impressed. I want to know how you did it. So tell me a little bit about your exercise habits, whether it was at home or out of home, or what was your plan of attack for the 8 weeks?
Boot camps was my first plan of attack.
Yep.
I know that they work.
Yep.
Did I hate my trainers during those sessions? Absolutely.
Guilty.
But I found that with each one I got more physically fit, more mentally fit, and yeah, I could see the improvement with each one that I did. Not only did I do boot camps, I do suggest them. They are women only, so you don't have to compete with men or anything in them, and the trainers are fantastic as well.
Cool.
I also did at-home training, like my stationary bike.
Yep, sure.
I went for bike rides as well. Not a lot of outside bike riding, but you know, and I had Fitball at home as well, and just mucking around with the kids.
So did you find the exercise programming that we sat down and worked out for you one-on-one was too much? Was it overwhelming? Was it hard to do? Or
look, no, I don't think it was hard to do. I think sometimes life gets in the way.
Yeah.
And you have to put, you know, something on the back burner. But it's the exercise itself was fine.
Yeah.
You know, it's more discipline than anything.
Some people think of exercise as being chained to the treadmill for hours at a time. And
no, it's not that. When I couldn't actually do like a boot camp or anything like that, I'd actually go for an hour and a half walk.
Cool.
You know, to sort of substitute something.
Awesome.
You know, just so I was getting some form of exercise in.
Cool. Awesome. So as I usually say to people, nutrition is 80% of the battle.
Yep.
Exercise is 20%. Give us a little bit of an overview of how the nutrition worked for you and how we changed things up here in the course that we did for you.
Okay, well, you guys actually did a meal plan to suit what I like, which is pretty much everything. I'm not too fussy with food.
Yep.
It was the amount of food that I was actually eating.
How was it different to usual or what you expected?
Because I was starving myself. I was thinking that by not eating, I would lose weight.
Yep.
But I wasn't. I was actually starving my body of the nutrition that it actually needed. So I was eating, you know, like I had 3 full meals a day, plus I had 3 snacks.
Yep.
It's just unbelievable, and I just couldn't believe how much I was eating. The nutrition, like, had a lot of salad, which that is my food now.
Sure.
Salad is my food with my proteins.
Yep.
Always with proteins. I found it very easy.
Did you find as though it was, you know, some people look at it as dieting, we hate the word diet, it's the D word as far as I'm concerned, but did you find it restrictive what you had to eat, or was there enough variety? Was it too much of a change? Or?
No, I don't think so. It was very easy to slip into.
Yep.
It was actually it was easier than going to get fast food or something like that. It really was. Like when you think about it, it takes, you know, little to next time to prepare.
Yep.
It actually would take you, I reckon, if you had to drive to Macca's and drive back home again, plus your ordering and all the rest of it, you'd have that meal prepared and sit down to eat before you even got home with
plus
that
petrol.
takeaway. Plus petrol.
That's probably more expensive.
And the hips.
Fair enough, that's it, spot on. Okay, so once we started to get the exercise and the nutrition all starting to work for you, when did you start to notice changes in yourself, energy-wise, body-wise?
Oh, that was in the first 2 weeks.
Yeah?
Like I started to know that my energy levels had risen.
Yep.
I don't, like body-wise, I don't know about in the first 2 weeks. I probably did, but didn't take that much notice because I'm still going, you know, still trying to adjust, I suppose, to the whole, you know, I was so focused on what I was eating and my exercise, you know, like now it's second nature, but back then it was, I had to focus, you know, and it wasn't focused like, oh, I want to eat something unhealthy.
Yep.
It was more, okay, what do I have for my next meal?
Yeah,
you know, always looking forward to what I was going to eat next.
A lot of people who also did the contest were like, oh, it's time to eat again already, I'm still full.
I'm still full, exactly.
That's it, but
exactly.
That's all right. I know you mentioned at one point to me about your work clothes.
Yeah, that was about like 4 weeks in.
Yep.
And I noticed that my work shirt, instead of clinging to me and like having rolls, was just like flowing. And I thought, it's time for a new shirt change, which I haven't done. I've just put in for a new shirt change now, and I think it's 4 sizes smaller.
Awesome.
So yeah, that's quite a good thing.
Fantastic. Now, as people may or may not know, the whole body balance contest is about coaching, not training the nutrition side, but coaching you to help to educate you. So as you go on in life, you're going to be able to be more equipped to deal with all those less than desirable things out there in the world. So give us an idea of the type of things that we went over in the coaching sessions and what you learned the most from.
Okay, well mine's a big thing with takeout and things like that. So that was one of the things that we, ordering takeout, going out, what to ask. You know, don't be afraid to ask how they cook their food. There was so much that we actually covered. You know, so there was, what was it? There was...
So we had like how you said, how to eat out do it correctly, and so we actually looked at menus then as well.
We did look at menus, and most of the things on one of the menus that I brought in were crossed out. I think they're blacked out still to this day, so we can't order.
That was one thing you did,
yeah, that was one thing I did do. And
we went over also supermarket shopping.
That's right, read labels, which is a big, people have a lot of trouble with that.
Yeah,
with
Well,
reading
yeah,
labels.
it's quite, people are quite surprised at things they're
Yep.
missing with that.
And yes, I am a bit of a Nazi now when it comes to shopping,
Good,
and I
good.
do spend a lot of time now.
What about